Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh hey guys, Jesus, I totally forgot that this was this thing was on. I'm so sorry. You know what guys? We got a really awesome video for you guys today. I'm coming at you with my Adamantium deck profile today. I really hope that you guys want to play with some rocks today because I am super excited to show you guys this deck profile. I really hope that you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely make sure you hit that notification bell so that you're always notified. Smash it. Just do whatever you need to do to make sure you don't miss our content. And also make sure that you guys check us out on Facebook. We will have a link in the description below. So make sure that you guys check that out. So without any further ado, let's get right on into the video, guys. Oh, hey! Hey! Jesus, I didn't even notice, I didn't see it there. You came back from vacation?
Yeah, me and the boys just got back. I'll tell you how it is when we're not busy.
Oh, okay, alright, sounds good, sounds good.
I just came to negate Destroy You with Xiao because I'm intending to do a Dragonmaid Dragon Link deck profile today.
Okay, alright, okay. Yeah, guys, I guess I just got negated, so we're gonna be having Lee on the channel for the first time today, his debut. We're gonna bring you guys his Dragonmaid Dragon Link deck profile, so I really hope that you guys enjoy. Alright, Lee, take her away.
Deuces, my guy.
Deuces.
Alright, guys, let's get going into this deck profile. So, of course, we're going to be playing the Triple Chamber, because she's the best one. Effectively, all the Dragon Maids in this profile basically become her. So what she does is when she's normal or special summon, she gets to add any Dragon Maid spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. So that's always good. You want to be grabbing Changeover, that's the fusion spell card. We'll get into that later. The next one that we're going to be playing is Parlor. We only play 2 of her. A lot of people play 3, but I only play 2 because I want to be seeing some other things when I open. But she basically just dumps any Dragon Maid card from your deck to the grave. So that's pretty handy. The next 2 of is Nurse. So what Nurse does is when she's normal or special, she gets to special summon any Dragon Maid from your graveyard. So she's basically just the Monster Reborn of the deck. Some people play 1 of her, I play 2 just because I want to see her more often. One of that we play is Kitchen. A lot of people, this is controversial, a lot of people play 3. I don't overly like Kitchen because in the extra deck we play Herald, and if Herald is on board, then you have to banish instead of discarding. So that's not optimal in my opinion. She does add you any Dragon Maid monster from your deck to your hand, so that's pretty good, but you have to pitch a Dragon Maid card, so The next Dragon Maid card that we play is the Dragon Maid Ernest. So you can quick effect send her from your hand to the graveyard and special summon a level 4 or lower Dragon Maid monster from your hand. So basically, if you're going second, you can pitch her and then you can special summon on their turn. And you can go off a little bit on their turn. So that's always good. You can ditch this and special summon Kitchen and then pitch whatever you need to keep going on your next turn. And then we're getting into the cards that now aren't Dragon Maid cards. This is just the Dragon Link engine basically. We're playing the Rose Dragons. So these are really helpful with the synchros that are in the extra deck. Basically, this is a level 3 tuner that lets you special summon the White Rose when it goes to the graveyard. White Rose is just a level 4 dragon. That is all that it's meant to be. Alright, so next card that we have is Tempest. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what Tempest does. You can send him and another wind monster from your hand to the graveyard and add any dragon type monster from your deck to your hand. That's always helpful. If he's in the graveyard, you can banish either 2 winds or 2 dragons and special summon him from the graveyard. He is just a level 5 or higher dragon to fuse into Xiao with. The next card that we play is the Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. So this is just part of the Buster lock. He just gets attached by Union Carrier and then they can't access their extra deck. So if they hand trap you or you need to, like if you just want an extra no power, then you can just place this onto any monster that you have. They gain 1,000 attack, and they can access their extra deck. The next card is my least favorite card in the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh, but you need to play it in this deck. It's Phalanx. He bricks you. I actually would recommend playing 2 of this guy, just so if you do open one of him, you can still special summon him from your deck, or sorry, equip him from your deck, then special summon him. Even if you have one in your hand, it won't brick you. Having one is a brick. Play 2. So this is Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon. I'm not going to talk about what this guy does. Everyone knows what this does. He got eroded. You can only do him once per turn. The next cards that we play are 2 of the Rocket Tracer. Honestly, I probably would want to be playing 3 of this card, just because you need to see it in order to finish off your final board. And if you don't see it, then it's kind of tears that you don't. But we do have a spell card that just spell summons it from the deck, so we play through that to kind of balance it out. Oh, also his effect is when it's a quick effect, you can pop a card on your field and spell summon any other rocket monster from your deck. Which we would be special summoning the silver rocket dragon, which he's just a level 4 that you make savage with. However, if he's targeted with the Link monster's effect, you can quick effect tribute himself and then rip a card out of their extra deck. So that's a cute little trick that you can do with him. So now, since we are finished with the monsters, I'm going to remind you guys to hit the like button, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think of the video and about the deck. Tell us what you would like to see in the future from us. We have some pretty cool things on the way that we're planning, so stay tuned for that. And remember to hit the notification bell and follow us on Facebook so you never miss anything and you get extra posts from us. Anyway, moving on to the spell cards, we play 3 Quick Launch. So this is the card that just spell summons out any rocket monster from my deck. It's not once per turn, so if you open multiple of it, it's really good to just use one just to go into links. And then you can use the other one when you want to use Savage. It's also a quick play. So this is the card that we'll be grabbing off of Chamber most time. If you don't open it, it's Changeover. This card's really bonkers. It's, in my opinion, the best Dragon Fusion card in the game. It's recurable inherently by itself. Basically, you can use it to fusion summon a Dragon Fusion monster in your extra deck. And then once it's in the graveyard, you can target a Dragonmaid monster on your board and return this card and that monster back to your hand to be used later. It is ridiculously nutty. You can only use that last effect to return it and another Dragonmaid once per turn, but the fusion effect itself is not once per turn. The next card that we play is Dragonmaid Hospitality. So honestly, this card you can play at 3, I play it at 2. It lets you spell summon one from your hand or graveyard, Dragonmaid obviously. And then you can also send a Dragonmaid of the same attribute from your deck to the graveyard, if you choose to do that. I don't overly do that unless I really need a specific monster in the graveyard, but that's only because I don't play many of the big Dragonmaid monsters. But if you're playing pure, this would be really good for that. The next card that we're playing is Boot Sector Launch. So this card is pretty amazing. It's a field spell. It is one of the 2 field spell that you can play in this deck. The other one being Dragon Ravine, which I don't play. But it also helps you not brick with Phalanx. This card allows you to spell summon up to 2 rocket monsters with different names from your hand in defense position. Or if your opponent has more monsters than you, you can spell summon rocket monsters from your graveyard up to the difference with different names. You can only use them in defense position. You can only use each effect, like one of the effects once per turn. But it just really helps you extend if you need a monster to link with. The next card that we play is 3 Dark Ruler No More. I know what you're thinking. Why are you main decking 3 Dark Ruler No More? My answer to that is you don't always win the dice roll. So even if you open it going first, it's still not bad because you can use it later on in the duel, or you can use a monster in the extra deck to shuffle it back into the deck. So even if you open one of it, it's not too bad, because you're probably still going to go off if you open enough monsters in your hands with the right different spell cards. So the next spell card that we play is 2 Triple Tactics. You could honestly get away with playing 3. I just played the 2 just because I do want to be seeing more of my actual combo pieces than just power spells in general. But this card is pretty nutty. It lets you, if your opponent uses a monster effect on your turn, you can either draw 2 cards, take control of one of their monsters, or you can look at their hand and rip a card out of it. You can use one of these effects once per turn. So it's pretty nutty. Definitely pick this card up. The next card that we play is One Called by Grave. So this just is another way to deal with hand traps. Recently got limited. I miss it. I miss that at 3. I think it should have went to 2 if anything. But yeah, just play the 1 copy because you're definitely gonna need it. The next card that we play is Double Blizzard. So this card is really slept on in my opinion. It's amazing. If they try to Dark Ruler you, you can just be like, no, your Dark Ruler is negated, and put it back into your hand. You can use it later, I don't care, not this turn. Which is amazing going first. If you open this card, you just set it, whatever, you don't care. If they try to Dark Ruler you, Triple Tactics you, whatever, you can just say no. The next card that we play is Monster Reborn. Can you guess what this card does? The next card that we play is 3 World Legacy Guard Dragon. It's basically just Monster Reborn for level 4 or lower dragons. And then you can also, if you need LP or Pisty in a different position, you can target a dragon monster and move it in a monster zone. So you can exchange locations. It's also continuous, so if you want to pop it with Tracer, then you can do that instead. We play 1 Pot of Avarice. You can honestly play 3 of this card. It's just Pot of Greed in this deck, basically. After you're done linking and using all your monster as material, you can just put it back in the deck, or if you feel like you might not be able to win on the next turn, you can just put back all your link monsters and hopefully go off again next turn. The next card that we play is Foolish Burial. This card just lets you pitch Tempest to the graveyard, basically. That's all it does. The next card that we play is Divine Lance. So this just helps you, this literally grabs the Phalanx from the deck and equips it to Romulus. If you open this card, it's better than opening Phalanx, I will say that. So the last 3 cards that we play in the main deck is Triple Infinite Impermanence. So this card, if you control no cards on your board, you can activate it from hand. So if you're going second, you can just say no to their monsters as if it was an effect failure. You just target and negate. If you're going first, you can just set it, and then you get to not only negate any monster effect, but you also can negate the entire column that it was set in. I believe that's just for back row though. So yeah, definitely pick up 3 of these and basically play it in all of your decks. So now moving on into the extra deck, we have the 2 Dragonmaid monsters. We have House and Xiao. So basically Xiao is the monster that you go into first. He is an Omni Negate. He can spell speed 2 negate a spell, monster, or trap effect, and then he goes back into the extra deck and spell summons out House. Also, during your standby phase, if he's still on board, if you didn't use his negate effect, and if he didn't get destroyed by something, he lets you special summon any Dragonmaid monster from your graveyard that's lower than level 9. So, if it's not House, you can, since House is level 9, you can special summon any of your Dragonmaid monsters. So you can special summon Nurse and use Nurse during the standby phase, which is pretty nice. Then House, if a Dragonmaid monster is returned to the hand, you get to target a monster and pop it, which is really nice because you can target another monster, another Dragonmaid monster with changeover and return it to hand, and then she activates and pops a monster. So that's basically what she does. Aside from that, she's just a 3k body. So now getting into the Link monsters that we play. We play one Striker Dragon. So he just is our Link 1, so you special summon any level 4 or lower dragon monster and you link into this. It doesn't matter what they are, as long as you have one dragon monster that's level 4 or lower, you can make this thing, and he adds you boot sector, or adds you boot sector launch. So that's nice. The next card that we play is Dragunity Knight Romulus. So he needs 2 dragons and or winged beast monsters to be made. So as long as you can make Striker and then summon another dragon somehow, you can make this thing, and he adds you the Dragunity Divine Lance, which lets you equip Phalanx to this guy, which then you can use Phalanx effect to special summon himself to a zone. All in all, he's pretty good. Also, if a dragon monster is special summoned to a zone that Romulus points to, he gets to special summon a dragon monster from your hand. However, it cannot be used for a Link summon, so in my opinion, it just kind of clogs up your board with something that you can't really use. So I don't use that effect. The next Link monster that we play is Link Cross. So Link Cross lets you special summon up to 2 tokens up to the Link rating of the monster that was summoned, that he was used to summon him. And that's basically all that he's really good for. So you link Romulus into this and special summon 2 tokens, and you use those for synchro fodder. The next card that we play is Helki Fiberax. For now, I'm not too sure when I'm gonna have to say goodbye. But basically, he lets you special summon a tuner from your deck, a level 3 or lower tuner from your deck, to his own that he doesn't point to, anywhere on the board, wherever you want. Just slap it on board. It's just, there it is. That's what he does. He's gonna get banned soon. Tears. The next cards that we play are Elpie and Pisty. These are just classic Dragon Link pieces that you need. This one lets you special summon any dragon from your deck, and this one lets you special summon any dragon from your graveyard or banish zone, and this one's also from hand. So do whatever you need to do, but you just need to have something else, another Link monster pointing to the same zone that they're pointing to. Whether it be each other or a Link Cross, whatever it is, just use them. However, you can only make dragon monsters while they're on the board. That includes, you cannot use them to link into something that isn't a dragon. So if you're trying to make an Unchained and you have one of these on board, you cannot use them as an Unchained material. Just keep that in mind, guys.
Don't do what he did in our duel video.
Yes. Alright, moving on. The next card that we have is Saryuja Skuldred. So this card's amazing. He just is extension.deck. He lets you, if you're made with 4 Link monsters, if he's made with 4 monsters as material, he lets you draw 4 cards from your deck and then shuffle 3 back into your deck. So he just like renews your hands, lets you see the things that you need to see if you didn't open them. He also lets you special summon once per turn a monster from your hand to a zone that he points to. So if you drew into something that you needed to special summon, then you can do it off of him. And then anything that he points to gains 300 attack and defense permanently, even if he leaves the field. He has a Link 4, so you need 4 things to make him. 2+, honestly, so if you have a Link 3 and 2 other monsters, or 1 other monster, then you can make him. He's pretty nice. He has 2800 attack, pretty big. You mainly equip him to Savage. The next Link 4 that we have is Apollosa. Cannot wait to get the gold rare reprint of her. It's going to look amazing. Cannot wait. She is a monster negate quick effect once per chain, so not once per turn, but once per chain. She can just negate any monster effect, and then she uses a token to do so. She gains tokens for the amount of things that she used to make her. So if you use 3, she gets 3 tokens, meaning 3 negates. She also gains 800 attack per token, so she also drops attack whenever she negates something. But still, amazing card. The next card that we play is Union Carrier. Basically, this card just lets you equip Buster Dragon to something to say no to their extra deck plays. pretty standard. He just requires 2 monsters with the same attribute or type. So 2 dragons makes this thing, and then you just make the Buster Lock. The next card that we have is Heroic Seal. So basically this is just to get the LP and Pisty off the board. It's a pretty handy Dragon Link monster. Play this in your Dragon Link decks. Next card that we have is the Martial Metal Marcher. So basically this guy, when he's synchro summoned, he lets you special summon a tuner back from your graveyard. So you make him with Phalanx, special summon Phalanx back when you special summon this thing, or like synchro summon this thing. And then you can link this thing into a Palki Fiber Axe. So that's pretty good. The next card that we play is the Herald of the Arclight. So he banishes anything that goes to graveyard from hand or deck. And then he also lets you Omni negate something as a quick effect. He's pretty good. However, he does banish your stuff as well, so be wary of that. Then the final card that we have is the Borreload Savage Dragon. The man, the myth, the legend himself, the mascot. He is a quick effect negate, Omni negate, so he can negate anything. He gains the attack of whatever Link monster he equips to himself, and he gains negates for their Link counters. So if you equip him with Sarge, he gets 4 Omni negates that you can use once per turn. He also gains 2800 attack, so he gets pretty buff.
Fun fact, if you want to know why he's our mascot, watch our debut video that's almost a fucking hour long.
Yeah, watch it. Or just put it on ×2 speed and have fun. But that is it for the Dragonmaid Dragon Link deck that I have constructed. I hope you guys liked the video. Comment, subscribe, tell me what you think about the deck. If you want to see a combo video, let me know. And yeah, guys, be sure to hit the bell to always be notified when we post a video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.